Hi guys, I'm Jackie Aina. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Pull up a chair, have a seat, get comfortable. If you saw the title of this video, you were probably drawn in, hopefully, one, by my beauty. I would like to think that played some part in you watching this video. No, I know that's not why you're here. I know you're here because you're probably hairy as hell like me, and you probably have some questions and concerns about laser hair removal. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video, or I've been doing this series of videos for you guys, is because there's a lot of unknowns about laser hair removal, especially for darker skinned women. As you can see, my skin is of a nice melanated hue, and so I wanted to not only try the service but share my thoughts on it. And today's actually going to be a Q&A, so I'm not only going to be catching you guys up to where I am with the service, but I'm also going to be answering some questions that you guys had based on feedback that I got from my first video on Twitter and Snapchat. So this is a Q&A and frequently asked question all in one. Well, I guess that's kind of the same thing. If you are new here, please be sure to watch the first video, because the first video was like after I got the service done for the first time, and that may also answer some questions that you have. Make sure you check out that video, and then subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Come back and watch this video, and you'll be all caught up, okay? Just so you guys know, I do work with Laserway, and they pretty much, I mean, you guys know what I do. They comp the service, and I'm here to share my thoughts on it and give feedback. And you can't finesse laser hair removal. Like, there's no way I could say, oh, it works, and it didn't work. Like, it's laser. Like, it's not like you're lying about like a lip cream or something. So you guys are actually like watching me. Like, usually when I'm getting the service done, I'm like snapping little parts of it, like little like PG-13 parts of it. And so you guys have seen me go through this process. I am now on, I'm now getting ready to go on to what I believe is my 5th session, if I remember correctly. So now that I'm a little bit further on in that process, I can offer more expertise, right? Okay, so let's talk about what I've gotten done, shall we? I'm getting full leg bikini, and bikini at Laserway is front to back. Okay, so all of the front and all of the groceries, all of it. I'm also doing arm. It covers the full arm, bottom and top, forearm, and you know, whatever this is, bicep, and underarm. Okay, now that I've received 4 sessions, it's been quite a while, because you do wait 6 to 8 weeks. They give you like a 6 to 8 week period in between each service. And I've noticed that now that I'm going on to session 5, the hair grows back so much slower now, so much slower. I was one of those people where obviously shaving is out of the question, because no one can keep a good shave for more than like 2 days. I'm convinced. Like, whoever does, you're a freak. Like, you're just a mutant. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with you. And I'm just convinced that you're probably just not of God. Okay, that's just my thoughts on that. Okay, all of you people who can shave and get away with it for like 2 or 3 days, bye. Click out this video. No, I'm just kidding. Even when I would wax, my girlfriends would be like, oh, when I wax, my wax lasts me like a week. Yeah, I'm so hairy that like I would get like, I mean, I'd probably get like 2 days. Like, the hair would grow back slower than if I were to shave, but it just wouldn't cut it for me. Like, it just wasn't enough. Waxing just wasn't enough. Sugaring just wasn't enough. I've never tried like is it called electrolyte? I've never tried that method. It's just never crossed my mind to do it, so I can't speak to that. But out of every single hair removal process I've tried, cream, hair, nair, all that crap, the only thing that has significantly actually decreased my hair growth is laser hair removal. It just makes my life so much easier now, because the hair is actually growing back significantly, and I know that if I keep these treatments up, it's going to be worth it. Now that I'm doing the service more and more, and I'm getting more feedback from you guys, I don't necessarily know if laser permanently removes your hair for good. Like, I definitely think you'll probably have to touch it up maybe like once a year, once every 6 months, something along the lines of that. But I do feel like it is absolutely worth the money. The hair just grows back so much slower, and it's just so much easier to get a close shave. When they first hit me about the service, I was like, wait a minute, you are not coming near me with that laser on my chocolate skin tone. You're not gonna be burning me, okay? Because I'm gonna be coming for you and all your people. Initially, like, you guys know this, like, laser hair removal was not ideal for darker skin tones, and it's not because it was like a racist thing. Like, this isn't a company like endorsed or owned by Donald Trump, guys. Just relax. It's not racist. I was just told that the way that hair is detected on a laser is a lot easier to be seen and spotted on like lighter to medium skin tone. So it was more just like a technicality, I guess. So now that they've, since laser has first come out, apparently they've perfected, well not apparently because I've used the service, but they have perfected that, and it actually does work without like harming, like on darker skin tones, I guess it used to like burn or something. I don't know, but I have had zero adverse reactions. Literally, you go in, they ask you to shave the day before. By the way, just a friendly tip, I did say this in the first video that I did about laser hair removal. You want to get as close to the shave as humanly possible, okay? I would not recommend shaving the day of, just because I feel like the skin's more sensitive, the skin is more just fragile. Don't do that, okay? Shave the night before, so it's still a close enough shave. Your skin won't be as sensitive as if you were doing it like the day of. Now let me tell you why you cannot wax before laser hair removal, and you cannot use hair creams before laser hair removal, because if you completely rip the hair off the shaft, the laser has nothing to detect. So it would just be completely pointless to try to wax to get a close shave, or to try to use laser, or to try to use hair removal creams before the laser service. Trust me, I asked. Trust me, a lot of you guys asked, and that was like no go. Do not wax before laser. Do not use hair removal creams before laser. It ain't gonna work, okay? There is no cheat code. You have to shave. You have to shave the area completely, because if there's any little, the smallest inkling of hair, whoo, I pray for you and your ancestors. I'm just telling you that right now. I feel like I do have a pretty high tolerance for pain. The first time I got it done, I went on my period. I would never advise anybody to ever make that choice ever again. Please just learn from my mistakes. You are like ultra beyond sensitive. Like, I've never wanted to physically harm someone so badly as I did the day I got that done while I was on my period. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but just don't do it, okay? Shave the day before, you go in, you get the service done, and they literally just tell you to stay out of the sun for 24 to 48 hours, and after that, you're Gucci. There's no downtime. There are no side effects. At least I haven't experienced any side effects. I've not experienced any burning, no itching. The pain level, honestly, you know how they tell you, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but a lot of people say it feels like you're snapping a rubber band on your legs. It's not really painful, it's just kind of annoying. It's just kind of like, it's just there, it's annoying. I would say the pain level is still roughly about the same in the bikini area too, but I think it also depends like on your hormone levels, like when you go in. Honestly, it's a bearable pain. I don't think it's any more or less painful than waxing. If anything, I think it's slightly less painful than waxing. So if you can tolerate waxing, you can tolerate laser. It just takes kind of a long time, because they're literally zap that section, and it's just, wax is quick, I get it, it's easy, it's fast, but the pain level, I wouldn't be too worried about the pain level, just because it's definitely a bearable pain. The more like coarser, thicker the hair, the better, because it's like easier for the laser to detect. And I have very, very coarse hair in my like bikini area and on my legs. However, when I decided to get my arms done, I was kind of concerned, because a lot of people say it doesn't work as well on fine hair. And I have super bushy, hairy arms, but it's very fine hair. And I've noticed that it's grown back like a lot. Like, you can barely even see that I have, I mean, like, you can see it on camera, but trust me, like, pre-laser, this was all curly and bushy. Like, just go look at my old videos. Go look at my old videos when I never used to shave my hair, my arm hair, and you'll see. Shaving causes dark marks, which brings me to my next point that I want to bring up. It has lightened my bikini area significantly. That for me was the biggest selling point, because no matter what I tried, hair removal creams, waxing, nothing that I did aside from shaving helped lighten the overly pigmented areas like my bikini. Like, it's like you would remove the hair in your bikini area so that you can wear a swimsuit, but because that area was so dark, it looked like I didn't shave at all. So it was like pointless. Like, I might as well just go all in and just not shave at all. So that was annoying, and it's kind of embarrassing, you know, like I wasn't confident wearing like high cut swimsuits, because it was just so dark in that area, like much more darker than my skin tone. Not that I'm proudly black and beautiful, but like when it's like significantly darker in one area, it just doesn't look good to me. It just didn't look good to me. I wasn't comfortable, and the laser has helped lighten that area so much more. It's so much more. It's been like a lifesaver. And the same thing with my underarm, which I'm not gonna show you because she's not camera ready today. And so that for me was like the final selling point, was the fact that it does lighten those areas. And I'm just really keeping up with the laser, and it's just getting better and better and better. So now that we're up to speed on how I've been receptive to the laser and like where I'm at with the steps and all that, let's answer some questions. Okay, so Annabelle, hi Annabelle, wants to know, how much does it hurt? Like, I've always considered it, but I have a low pain tolerance. Okay, boo. If you have a low pain tolerance, this probably is going to hurt. But if you, like I said, if you tried waxing and you were good with waxing, then I think it's about the same. Mila asks, do I still use my PFB between treatments? Was it necessary? So PFB, for those of you guys that don't know, is kind of like a roll-on like lightening agent that I was using for a while that was helping to like lighten and peel my bikini area, but honestly I don't even need it anymore. The laser itself has done that. And also at the time I was using PFB because it was actually supposed to be for ingrowns, and then the lightening and the like peeling was kind of like a side effect of that. But I don't get ingrowns anymore because I'm not shaving, and the hair is growing back just so pleasantly. No more ingrowns. You don't understand like how much my life is so much easier now because of laser. Ooh. I get a lot of questions asked about pricing. However, I believe it varies from like well, I shouldn't say location to location, but I think it just depends on what service you're asking for. But if you go on the Laser Away website, because I have been on there before, they have kind of like a contact form. Just hit them up and tell them what it is that you're trying to like remove, and go from there. Ali Alvarez wants to know, did it work? Yes, girl, or else I would not be here still making this video. It's still working, like I'm still in the process of doing it, but yes, it does work. Miss Dirty Diana, hey girl, wants to know, how long does it last before you have to go back again? So they advise you to do this in a 6-week increment, and if I slack a little bit, they say you can actually go up to 8 weeks, but I feel like even 8 weeks is pushing it. And right now I'm actually on week 9. I'm slacking. I don't want all of my hard work to be like done in vain, but I need to go back. But yeah, 6 to 8 weeks generally. Red Houndstooth wants to know, what prepping procedures do you do, if any, the day or night before? You want to remove all the hair in that area the night before, and then after the service, I believe like I would say 24 to 48 hours, you just have to stay out of the sun. I think it's like a sensitivity issue, and you just want to make sure you wear like SPF. But other than that, that's pretty much it. High Priest Matt wants to know, do the dark spots go away once the hairs fall out? So dark spots are kind of like, I think what he's talking about is how you can like visibly see like the follicle. Like in my legs, for example, like I would kind of have like black dots whenever I would shave. It would just be like little small black dots. And I just looked at my leg, and those actually have gone away. Like I just noticed that I don't get those as much anymore. Priscilla says, I hear you sweat more after the procedure. Is this true? I've actually never heard that before, but that's not true. I sweat the same. So Amani wants to know, let us know if you've ever taken a break from it recently and how much hair grew back compared to the last video. So I am currently on a break now, and I'm still noticing that the hair is growing back significantly, a lot less than like what, you know, as hairy as I was pre-laser. So I'm kind of kicking. Rockin' Lolo wants to know, can they do your face? They absolutely can do your face. I just don't really have enough, like I have like upper lip and like peach fuzz, but I don't really have enough facial hair to where I think I would consider ever getting it done on my face. So I can't really share my experience with that also as well, because I've only done my body. Any adverse side effects like ingrown hair, discoloration, scarring, etc.? Absolutely not. If anything, it's helped completely take away the things like ingrown hair, scarring, dark spots that would, you know, I would get from shaving, and like Laser Away does the exact opposite. Like it's only lightened and like made that area a lot more prettier and pleasant to look at. Oh, and Rockin' Lolo, good question, Rockin' Lolo, also wants to know, are all locations with certified practitioners? Yes, they are. I don't know if they're nurse practitioners, but I know that they are nurses who like give the service. So it's not like a technician, it's not like you like go, it's not like an esthetician, it's like an actual nurse. Potato Queen 6969, ooh, Potato Queen, nasty girl. Is there any risk of developing cancer with procedure because it's working with lasers? That's a good question. I'm not sure, but I know quite a few people that have done laser, like even back when it was still fairly new, and haven't had any cancerous scares. So I'm gonna assume No, but that's an assumption. I haven't done research on that. I'm not sure. So, does that answer? Does that help? I don't think so. Janae loves Brooklyn. Brooklyn! I was just in Brooklyn a couple weeks ago. Wants to know, does the hair feel different after each session? Is it worth it compared to others say to remove hair? The hair absolutely does feel different. It's a lot softer. It's a lot finer in some areas. Like I was telling you guys about my legs, and it just grows back slower, like way slower. Alicia Kayla says, is it weird to let someone else see you down there? I was once a married woman. What you think? Just a girly part. We gonna be alright. Where would you recommend getting laser done, and what red flags should you look for when considering choosing a place to get one done? For the longest time, I was always like, I can't get with these Groupon places, because Groupon, like, I just feel like some places you shouldn't want to like save money on. I'm sorry. When it comes to lasers and stuff, like, I want the best. I want the top notch. I want the best of the best. But apparently Laser Away does Groupon, so I'm like, okay, well that claim is out the door, and they've been absolutely nothing but professional. So I can't really say Groupon, but I would definitely say whatever place that you're looking for in your area or whatever, look up reviews. I mean, reviews don't lie. Go on Yelp, look up that place, and try to find a place that's like well established, like not fairly new, so that there are people that are visiting and sharing their experience. And then of course that's what YouTube's for. Look up reviews and go with a place that someone else recommends, and then go from there. How many treatments did it take for you to notice a difference in hair growth and texture? I would say after about my third session was when I started to notice, okay, the hair was growing back before. It was growing back kind of like normal before, but then I started to notice more significant difference in how the hair was growing back after session number 3. So each time it's only going to keep getting better. On average, how many sessions does it take for hair to be permanently removed? That varies from person to person. I've heard some people going up to as many as 10 sessions, as many as 6. It really just depends. Chrissy C16 wants to know, does getting the removal brighten your skin? Girl, we already discussed that one. You know how I feel. It absolutely does. That pretty much covers all that I have to say about laser hair removal. Hopefully this answered you guys' questions, made you feel a little bit more reassured about the procedure, because laser is a very, very, very serious procedure that you do not want to take lightly and that you do not want to just jump and do. I did my research. I would definitely advise all of you guys to do the same, but if you had questions or like, you know, any misconceptions about being a woman of color or just being a person in general, because man, I'm sure you're probably watching these videos too. Hopefully this helped you and gave you guys some different perspective on it. If you have not seen part 1 of this video, definitely be sure to check that one out too, because that may also answer more questions if you have any. Okay, well I gotta go. I'm already late enough to this party. So thank you for hanging out on today's video. Hopefully you're subscribed if you're not already. And I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye.